Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremaine, and this is going to be my review of Tyler Perry's The Oval, Episode 4, A Rat Can Smell Poison. First, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. Please hit that like button so YouTube know that this is a good video for Tyler Perry fans, so they can also see my reviews of shows like Ruthless, The Oval, and when it comes back to Have and Have Nots, and I'll probably do Sisters too, if they put that on BET+. But for now, I'm going to dive right into episode 4 as I continue my binge watching of The Oval in preparation for its return in May. So, episode 4 was pretty interesting. We had Barry and Richard. Didn't think either one of them were going to get shot, but we later learned the bullet went through the car door and into the apartment, and somebody was shot. We don't know if they were killed or if they just hurt. First Lady pretends to smother Hunter, which is the president, and then they just get into, their normal back and forth arguing. The First Lady, Barry and Sharon continue to fall apart as him and his mother get ready to go to the police station. And I just took a note that the mother, Nancy, mentioned that she ironed her husband's uniform. That didn't ring true to me. I think if you're working in the White House, you probably wouldn't be having your uniforms ironed. You would be having your uniforms professionally cleaned. At least the people I know, they don't, I live near DC, so I know a lot of people that work for the government, different agencies or whatever, and they all get their, clothes professionally cleaned. And so, you iron your clothes to go to a regular job. But just like the military, you want to look crisp, clean, and pristine. And you only get that from sending to the cleaners where they can use actually professional equipment, not an iron. But anyway, so we also got Lily and Donald have a cold morning. And I say that to say that there was no breakfast. He's just like, I'm glad I saw you before I started to go to work. She's still asking about Bobby, which should be pinging his senses of, I know you shot him, but if he really was a predator coming for you, wouldn't you be asking questions like, well, how did he get in the house? Is he being taken care of? Is he going to be coming back? Not what she's asking. But of course, we know that reason why she's worried. She's just worried that she's going to get snitched on. But we got the First Lady calling Lily saying she wants her to go shopping with her. And we don't see anything with that until the preview for the next episode showed that the First Lady says, why I had you come here with me, and Lily's like to go shopping, and she says something like, show you who I really am, something like that. So, then we got the maid sees Jason coming out of his sister's room naked. And it's sort of like, and they did it very blurred, and it came off very Slender Man-ish. So Creepy Dude got a couple extra scenes, and we got now 2 creepy dudes. But we'll talk about the other creepy dude later. The maid sees Jason come out the room naked, is out the corner of her eye. She's like, I can't say for sure it's Jason, but kind of looked like him or somebody come out the room naked. And Jason continues to come on to the maid. She has to go to his room. He says he can't find the mouthwash, and he just wants her to go into the bathroom. And I thought he was going to follow her into the bathroom, but when she comes out, he took his shirt off and he's like just sitting there trying to flex his little bird chest. And she makes her way out there, and Priscilla has sent Sam up there to make sure that somebody was outside the door in case the maid got in trouble. I don't know her name, so I'm going to try to find by the next episode where her name is. She is not in the credits that I looked up, which is basically all the cast, but I can't find her name, so that's why I just keep calling her the maid. Um, and if her name is said, I just can't remember what they're saying. Um, so Kyle tries to drive Donald, and he tells him that he's going to be reassigned. Which later on we learn that he's creepy dude number two, but something else is going on other than him just coming on to Donald. Jason's family says they don't want him sneaking around the White House, and they kind of imply he has a past, maybe something he did in the governor's mansion that he did that got him in trouble, but nothing ever came out about it. Gail is caught by Priscilla taking nude selfies of herself, and when Gail says that Barry raped her, then she's like, tried to rape her. Then she's like, did he try or did he do it? And then she tries to tell her about Emmett Till, and so Gail even looks up Emmett Till. That didn't even change her. Sharon has to deal with sassy Miss Jackson, which was just the Oval has weird moments of comic relief. They had 2 moments of comic relief in here that sort of like breaks me out of this being like a drama or a thriller or suspense, that just out the blue we get Comedy Central. And we got that with Miss Jackson, who was 90 something years old, and she just came into the pharmacy that Sharon works at being real sassy. And if you work customer service like I have before in the past, then you know that you probably met somebody like Miss Jackson. I know I have. So that was like a moment of comic relief, but we also learned that Sharon and Kareem, I think his name is Kareem, Kareem liked Sharon. Maybe they had an affair, maybe he just likes her and it was never returned, or maybe they didn't give us a lot of information, just that Kareem likes Sharon and he kind of comes on to her a little bit. He's listed as the owner of the pharmacy. His family owns it, and Ms. Jackson came to the pharmacy because it's like a black-owned pharmacy, so she's trying to support black business. But we finally got the introduction to Kareem, because we've been seeing him in the credits for a while now, but we're finally just getting over to him. And even after learning about Emmett Till, Gail continues to lie, and her father ends up firing Richard, and her mother ends up tricking Gail into telling her father the truth. So I guess Richard will get rehired in the next episode, because the father then said that he'll talk to Richard and he'll apologize. So, but that didn't happen in this episode. I'm sure it'll happen in the next. And then this is like the twisty moment, like friends of mine that have binge watched the Oval just like I'm doing now, are like, there's just like some crazy twists and things that just happen that you don't see coming. And the moment is when Kyle has everybody leave, says he's going to interrogate and get the truth out of Bobby. He doesn't say the word Bobby, but I'm talking about Bobby, the guy who tried to look like he tried to blackmail, after they already had sex, he tried to blackmail Lily into some more sex, and then she shot him. And then Kyle starts doing creepy dude stuff. First, it just looked like some stalking with Donald, but now we've got him tasting Bobby's blood, kissing him on the lips, and Bobby wakes up and like, don't be, kissing me. And then you realize that they're working together. Bobby doesn't cop to having sex with her at the airport, but he says that he was just sort of casing the house, and he was casing the house and got caught, and she shot him. So Bobby's got his secrets. Kyle definitely has a ton of secrets, and now we know that they're working together. But this was a very suspenseful kind of creepy, kind of teasy type scene. And then they ended on something so silly that ruined any kind of suspense thriller feel that you would have when he gets him off the table after groping his junk. Okay, I'm trying to not use words that YouTube don't like. YouTube don't like you to say certain words. So I'm trying to avoid certain words. But you know what he grabbed. And I'm like, he didn't seem too mad. But, you know, as he's walking out, and Bobby's like, nice ass. And then just starts in what caught me off guard is, I'm sorry, Creepy Dude Kyle said nice ass to Bobby as he was walking out the room, and Bobby says, thank you. So what does Kyle do? He starts patting him on the butt, going boop. Twice. With Bobby not having any kind of realistic reaction to it, you know, it just felt so out of place. And maybe they were ad-libbing and Tyler thought it was funny, so he kept it. Or maybe Tyler was having a moment. But the tone was way off. You get from some information that pushes the story forward, and then we go into Three Stooges territory. Two completely different tones. Other than that, the episode was fine. And then we see Barry at the police station getting photos of Ruth that looks dead. And we know she's on Ruthless, so, you know, we know that's not Ruth. My only question is, since she does have a twin, is that Denise, or is that just somebody who looks like her? And it looks like the face was destroyed, but there was a tattoo. So I could definitely see the Rakadouchi taking one of those women who they've been abusing and getting rid of her, or even taking somebody off the street, killing her, giving her the Barry tattoo, and destroying the face, so that it makes it even harder for them to try to track the daughter down. And if Ruth isn't, you know, if Ruth is declared gone, then that's that. So the child is in the wind. But that's it for the episode. Thank you for watching this. I would love for you to tell me in the comment section what you thought about this episode. You can find it on BET Plus as well as on demand. I know I have Comcast / Xfinity, and it's on demand. So it's on both. So I've been checking to see different places you can actually see the show now. But you can see it on demand, and you can also see it on BET.com. If you have a service provider that's on that list, Comcast isn't on it, and BET Plus. Thanks for watching. I'm Phoenix Tremaine, and I will catch you in the next video.